When it comes to aliens, there's some things I just can't tell you on air.
Newly leaked video allegedly shows one of the U.S. Navy's stealth ships splashed.
Within the hollowed chambers of Congress, an enigmatic whistleblower, David Grusch, emerges from the veiled depths to unveil an enigma that defies earthly comprehension. In hushed tones and cryptic whispers, a UFO hearing grips the nation, shrouded in mystery and speculation. Grusch confirms that biological extraterrestrials, or aliens, do exist. To further that thought, they've come to Earth, and we've recovered their bodies. As a former intelligence officer for the Air Force at the rank of Major, and most recently working at the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, Grusch has come forward to spill the beans on what might be the planet's biggest extraterrestrial intelligence leak of all time.
And Congress must get to the bottom of things. I mean, this is a historic hearing. There's no doubt about it.
In the shadowy corridors of power, the UAP program, unidentified aerial phenomena, dances an intricate waltz with enigma and revelation. The government's intelligence agencies are operating in secrecy above congressional oversight in regards to these UAPs, or UFOs.
You've stated that the government is in possession of potentially non-human spacecraft. Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
The curtain of secrecy is slowly drawn aside. A tale as old as time, yet as new as tomorrow, begins to emerge.
This is a committee for whistleblowers and for the protection of whistleblowers as well. So we understand what you're putting on the table here and what you're putting on the line here, and we thank you for that.
Of intrigue weaves around Grusch's account as he reveals a multi-decade venture conducted by the U.S. government, an operation as clandestine as it was breathtaking. Its aim? To collect the remains of crashed, unidentified flying objects, not merely to understand but to reverse engineer these celestial gifts, on many accounts. However, the government's labyrinth of secrecy was not without its guardians. Grusch alleges that he was barred access to these enigmatic UFO programs, met with a wall of silence and a brutal retaliation for his audacity.
As you know, I've suffered retaliation for my decision, but I am hopeful that my actions will ultimately lead to a positive outcome of increased transparency.
The chilling image of those who dared to uncover the truth. People who have been harmed or injured in the government's relentless efforts to shroud the UFO information in impenetrable darkness. Even more tantalizing, Grusch shared with lawmakers in the mention of non-human biologicals having been collected by a government agent.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
No alien body has ever passed his gaze. The spacecraft, the extraterrestrial life, remained hidden even from him. His testament of these secrets was drawn from extensive interviews with intelligence officers residing at the apex of knowledge.
When you recover something that's either landed or crashed, sometimes you encounter dead pilots.
Skeptics have quickly pointed out that accusations of the government concealing UFO information are as timeless as the mysteries themselves. The Pentagon, that monumental titan of defense, has predictably refuted Russia's claims, vehemently denying any cover.
I was wondering if you could speak a little bit about the interaction, or Mr. Grusch, either of you, the interactions between defense contractor companies and any UAP-related programs or activities.
The kind of general unclassed wave tops, certainly the contractors, are the metal benders, so to speak, they're the ones actually doing specific performance on government contracts.
defense spokesperson assured the public that there were no verifiable information to substantiate claims that any programs regarding the possession or reverse engineering of extraterrestrial materials have existed in the past or exist currently. Yet the ripples Grusch's revelations sent across the political scene in June were impossible to ignore. His accusations, pointing towards a governmental smokescreen designed to hide evidence of extraterrestrials, sparked a firestorm.
Vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
How many?
Quite a number.
You're kidding.
No.
The Oversight Committee reacted swiftly, launching an immediate investigation into the murky depths of these allegations. The tale doesn't end with Grusch. Other witnesses surfaced, even carrying pieces of this cryptic puzzle. David Fravor, a former Navy commander, recounted an encounter with a mysterious object while on a training mission in 2004. Meanwhile, Ryan Graves, a retired Navy pilot and founder of Americans for Safe Aerospace, claimed to have seen a UAP off the Atlantic coast every day for at least a couple months. These sightings, he said, were not rare or isolated, witnessed by both military air crews and commercial pilots whose lives depended on their accurate identification.
I showed at the hearing recently. This is a spherical orb, metallic, in the Middle East, 2022, by an MQ-9.
One thing is clear. Behind the UAP program's stoic front, complex algorithms chumming through mountains of data, radar readings, eyewitness accounts, grainy in an untold truth. But what happens when the extraordinary is too extraordinary? Could the classified burrows of deep intelligence within the government, for the sake of public stability, choose to withhold the existence of this extraterrestrial life?
This is a typical example of the thing that we see most of. We see these all over the world, and we see these in making very interesting apparent maneuvers.
Consider the potential chaos, societal upheaval, religious crises, a radical rethinking of our place in the universe. The existence of the UAP program itself is a tactical admission that our skies harbor mystery we've yet to unravel. A tale as fascinating as it is foreboding, this narrative brings us face to face with the question, are we really alone? The mystery continues to unravel, one testimony at a time. Like this video? Make sure you subscribe and watch this other top content from our channel.